For 2 months now, the UK schools have been quiet, closed but to the few children of essential workers. All other kids have been housebound, waiting out the viral storm, looking for brighter days. And they might be close, for England at least. A week ago, the government tasked school leaders like Steve Chalke with safely welcoming some year groups back on June the 1st.
In some schools, you'd introduce a one-way system using one set of stairs to go up, another set of stairs to come down, and different corridors for moving in the different directions. You'd set out markings on the floor of 2 metres. So we're thinking all of that out. We've got enough PPE for every staff member and child.
The plan is for the youngest 2 primary school years and the oldest to go back first, and others would follow later. So head teachers have been scrambling to find ways they can safely open school gates to more pupils. But a week of frantic talks between teachers' unions and the government still hasn't convinced everyone who thinks this is all happening too fast. Ministers have pointed to other European countries where classes have started again. Portugal went back on Monday. But 2 English councils, Liverpool and Hartlepool, have both said there are still too many local coronavirus cases to safely open schools on the government's timetable. Scotland and Wales say they won't reopen yet either. Even teachers' organisations that are now on board are still extremely anxious.
And ultimately, what we would say is that the decision around opening and closing a school rests with the head teacher and their governing board or their trustees. And we would definitely support them if, in their judgment, they couldn't safely do that and they needed more time to plan towards it.
There are warnings, though, that the longer schools are shut, the more poorer kids are affected by disparities in homeschooling.
Kids from the richest families are spending 75 minutes a day more on educational activities than those in the poorest fifth of families. If you take the 34 school days between the 23rd of March, when schools closed for the first time, and the 1st of June, when the first kids could start to go back to school, that adds up to more than a week and a half of full-time time in school.
But the same Institute of Fiscal Studies report found that well fewer than half of all parents are ready to send their children back to school given the choice. Even if schools in England do open on June the 1st, classrooms may remain mostly empty. Rory Challens, Al Jazeera, London.